Good morning. Who's on here? Hmm. Now I done chose this background up on here and good God Almighty, y'all. Hi Shay. Hi Georgia Conjurman. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? Hope you are well. Listen, I hope everybody is well. Woo! We are in April. April. Let's let some more people get in here. I want to first say today we're going to do some monthly readings. So if you are wanting some insight into this month, I'm going to be getting some card information, of course, from the spirit. And also I want to look into some numerology as well. What I have learned is that, baby, listen, the people lie, but the numbers don't. Okay? And so I want to look into that. So if you would like to get on the list, please send your birthday. I just need the month and the day. Okay? That's all you got to do. All you got to do is. I also want to remind you that all of my services, okay, are 20, is it 20 or 25% off? Maybe 25% off for spring. And after the spring is over, yesterday's prices are not, will not be then today's prices. Okay, so go ahead and take advantage of that while you can. Uh-huh. All right, already. I got you, Christina. What y'all, did y'all eat something good this morning? I didn't eat nothing. The devil is busy. Ooh. Nothing. I didn't eat nothing. I got you, Martise. All right. So let me be clear. Um, so let's just go ahead and talk while you get on the list. Again, this is the monthly readings for the month. What's in the energy for you this month? What you need to be paying attention to, and what is the spirit message? First, I want to talk about this universal 9-year. All right. We know, honey, we've been trucking along. This number 9 energy has been hitting us like a ton of bricks. Number 9 brings of the endings, its completions. It's feminine. Feminine, though, in the chaos center way. Chaos is a part of divine femininity. But everything that happens in the universe has a purpose, has a reason. And the reason for chaos is to disrupt the structure because the structure is no longer working. It must be disrupted to reveal what needs to be revealed so that others can make new decisions and rebuild and build something completely new for themselves and in their own way. Which is why you will find that in your life, what's that song? In your life, there's been heartache and pain. And I don't think I can take this again. What's that song? Oh, I want to know what love is. Oh, yeah. Y'all know I'm going to keep a song on my tongue. Anyway, in your life, you will find that when chaos is happening, when the chaos is happening, it is because honestly, the spirit been telling you to move, you ain't move. Or there's something here that's happening that you don't see. And so we got to break out in chaos to get you out of the space that you are in. So it's never punishment. It is strictly a forced way forward. Okay? So the 9 energy, like I said, brings endings, brings completions. I got you, Amanda. Brings endings, brings completions. Okay? The letting go. Okay? This is also why we've had in the job space, job terminations. All of that is connected to that energy. I got you, Kiara. All of it's connected to that energy. Okay? So, releasing of old cycles. We also talked about the accidents. I told y'all, go and pray over your car. Get you some High John the Conqueror root. Cover it in Efun, E-F-F-U-N, or E-F-U-N, depending on where you choose to spell it, or how, wherever you get it from. Or cascarilla, cover that and pray over that. Take that cascarilla, rub it over the inner parts of the tire. Okay, and pray over for the protection and the covering of your vehicle. Okay, make you a mojo bag. Put you some High John the Conqueror in there. Put you some black pepper. Put you some angelica root in there. Some salt. Okay, make you something protected. Write you a prayer. A scripture for traveling. Okay, good old Psalms 121. Okay, Psalms 121. That's the scripture that says the Lord will, or God will, preserve thy going out and thy coming in, this time forth and forevermore. Write that down, put that in your mojo bag, put that in your car, okay? Because there's a lot of accident-centered energy, a lot of violence, because 9 is hot-tempered, okay? So, just know that, so you can be on point and covered, and you're not booking a root work consultation, because you need other types of help, okay? Thank you. Now, when we talk about this number 4 month energy, universal month. So we are in a universal month 4. We take the number of the year that we are in, which is a 9, take the number of the month and add that to the universal year number. 4 plus 9 gives us 13. We reduce that, 1 plus 3 brings us to 4. So April is a 4 personal month. Universal month. When we get the number 4, y'all, this is based in structure. This is based in order. This is based in routine. Foundation laying. Discipline. Okay? Limitations with strategy. 4 is the universal month that yells, tighten up. Okay? Put in the work for the results you want. So that's in the universe. So that energy is affecting all of us. So we're all going to feel some of that. When we look at how the 4 and the 9 work together, it is the argument, the debate, the versus between control and release. 4 is the control. 9 is the letting go and the release. So you can feel pulled in 2 different directions. Okay? Very much to a source energy. One part wants you to declutter. The other part says, before you do all that, what's the plan? Where's the budget? Where's the closure paperwork? How are you doing this? Okay? So all of that is the push and pull energy that is connected to this universal month 4. All right? So I just wanted to talk about that Christina said, you may not remember, but you did a reading about my niece. We have the kids now, and she's in jail. Everything you shared was on point. I do remember that. I remember that. Oh my God. Christina, well, thank you for that confirmation. Surprisingly, people rarely come and let me know from readings and stuff. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm glad that you got the kids. I hate that she's in jail, but at least here's the thing, and this is the beauty of the readings, the preventative work, right? At least you were prepared for the shift and the change, right? You were prepared to know that that was a possibility, so you could start the conversations, right? You could do, you know, put whatever, some type of plan or some type of idea of a plan together so that you could be prepared for that. So gratitude, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that things worked out. And made the niece get it together. Okay. So all of that in this universal year. So let's go ahead and um start our monthly readings. Okay, let's see what's going on in the energy of the reading. Okay, let's start here. Um, who's first? Christina, then I got Martise, then I got Kiara, then I got Amanda. Hey, Amanda. I picked the worst background in the world. I can't see none of these things. Oh, guess what, y'all? I'm moving again. This place has served its purpose. And so that's why you see I got this white background, because I'm taking stuff down. And y'all, it's time for me to renew my lease. And I get a dream that I'm moving stuff from my apartment. And I I know, Kiara, that was not on my bingo card. Amanda, it's ultimately a congratulations for sure. But it was not on my bingo card, baby, at all. At least not that I knew. Um, I got a dream that all of my stuff was packed up and I was moving, and I was taking my stuff somewhere. And then I came back to get one more item. I grabbed the one last item, walked out, got to my car, and the entire apartment building went up into flames. one thing about me, when I get a message, I'm going to follow through. I'm going to follow through. So clearly there's something. And so then when I got up, I read on it, baby. Everything that came up was sorrow, regret, ruin. I'm like, I went right down there to that landlord. I said, hey, Miss Girl. Hey, Miss Thing. It's been great. It's been well. But I'm not going to renew this lease. So she was like, okay, thank you for it. We just need 60-day notice. And so here's the thing. Baby, I'm going to be out in the next week. I'm not playing no. See, that's why people end up messed up. Because you get in and you start delaying, messing things up. No. You think I'm finna be here till the end of May? Let me tell you something, baby. I'm not. I don't know what the burn up is. I don't know what the problem is. Whatever it is, I'm out of here. So, peace. Was it arrivederci? Au revoir. Signs to deliver it. My ass is gone. Okay. So listen. Like I said, I was not expecting that. But when I read on the results of me moving, Amanda, you see what I'm saying, baby? You're talking about 60 days. I said I am moving. Baby. Sweetie. I told you I'm leaving. Okay? I'm telling you, I am going. That's it. So I don't know nothing y'all talking about. Now, you know how crazy that be? I stay here for another lease and then end up on fire. In this number 9 year, where fires and accidents and all of that, do you know how? And now I'm sitting here with my hair wrap ablaze. Do you know that's crazy? Huh? I'm not finna sit here with my hair wrap ablaze. I likes these hair wraps. I don't know what. Nothing. I'm out of here. So pray with and for me as I swiftly make my transition. Okay? Let's get into this. Cause I'm not doing that. I'm out of here, baby. It was cute. It did what it's supposed to do. And no more. Definitely less. All right. We're gonna start with Christina. Do you still have that class on how to make Florida water? I don't have a class, but if you go to the website and you go to the Innerlight Academy, there is a Florida water history and recipe. It's like an ebook thing. And so you can get that. It's $20 on my website. Which everything is 25% off. So I don't know how much that's gonna actually be in the end. But Yes. So you can get that. So with the discount, it's $16. Mm-hmm. All right, Christina, here we go. What is the message for? Right? Take note. I know I like to write down the cards that come out, so when I go review what the energy of the day, because when we was on live doing readings the other day, baby, I'm glad I took notes of all the cards and all the things, because hi Farrah, peace. Because the other day, when I tell you the messages was coming in like a wrecking ball, baby, I was like, Darcel, you got to formulate 42 classes just off of that. All right, so let's get into this. So when I read into what is the energy of this month for you, you got the Seven of Cups upright, the Hangman upright, the Eight of Cups upright, and then the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay? And we have the Devil card in reverse. Oh, Holy Ghost. Uh, we got the Devil card in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So when I see this, here's a very clear message. The Spirit is in the process this month of freeing you from any illusions. Okay? In particular, illusions centered around options, and more options equating to clarity. Having more options doesn't make things more clear. Having more options makes things actually uh, more confusing. Okay? And so, because it's a 9 universal year, we have endings to illusions. So, you can expect this month all of your illusions to be challenged and defeated, which is a great thing, because the Seven of Cups here speaks to the fantasy space, the fantasy realm. Okay? This Seven of Cups speaks to desires. It speaks to temptation. It speaks to confusion. It speaks to emotional distractions. And so, in this, you may be in a space of feeling overwhelmed by choices, or emotionally drawn in, attached, intoxicated with a situation. Okay? And the Spirit is going to be breaking through any illusions. So, this that not everything glitters is gold, baby. Some of that's just glass. Okay? So, that's a part of it. So, expect that truths from people are going to start coming down. Excuse me, being revealed. And I know that it may feel like it's a constant warfare. It's not that it's a constant warfare. It's just a lot of cleaning up that has to be done. And the non-universal year does that. It just does that. It reveals. And so we are all going to be experiencing revealings. when we have this hangman, Christina, that shows up, um, spirit is bringing forth a pause. Okay, almost like a divine timeout. Okay, there's also a desire here to get immediate answers to things. Um, really working hard to figure everything out. But the spirit, anytime that the hangman comes, there's a different perspective that comes. So be still and do within your power to continue to look at things differently, because I know that's a great challenge for you, is having is a perspective shift. But just take a pause. This is not a season to be searching for answers. This is a season to be in observation. Okay? Be in observation this month. Now, this Eight of Cups is a walk away card. This Eight of Cups centers on you walking away from a situation, just walked away, needing to walk away. But the spirit is going to help you do the work to emotionally detach. Okay? So where we've been overly invested emotionally, the spirit is going to do the work for you to emotionally detach. Okay? For your own expansion or elevation. Okay? That's within the energy of this Eight of Cups. Okay? If you are evolving, which we all are, which you are, there are things that that can't go with you, people that can't go with you with the evolution. All right? So be very mindful of that coming up. This Four of Swords is the indicator of rest. Is speaking of mental rest. Okay, mental rest from confusion, from having to work with everyone's problem. This month is going to help bring that. Okay, going to help bring an energy of recovery to you this month. Okay, so where you have been energetically at a loss or energetically depleted, the answers are going to come from the stillness. So this is why they want you to divest from figuring it out and trying to do what your day-to-day thing is and just be. Fully understanding the nature of surrender. That's been a heavy thing for at least 2 of my clients. Okay? Surrender. Okay? Surrender. So I want you to really invest in that. What is a healthy way of surrendering and how to practice that? Lastly, the devil card is in reverse at the bottom, which is the key. The key here is this month is going to be all about breaking free from the strongholds, breaking free from toxic attachments, from trauma bonds, patterns of yours that's centered in fear. This devil in reverse speaks to the breaking of that. Okay? Transitional energy, which is the number 9 energy of the universe this year. Okay? Here's the journal prompt. What am I pretending not to know? And also, and when I give these journal prompts, just write it down and take time to yourself. You may not automatically know in the moment, which is okay. But take some time tonight and write this out and trust what comes up. And what truth am I avoiding because of how it might change my comfort? What truths am I avoiding because of how it might change my comfort? Okay? A good affirmation for you, Christina, is I release confusion and illusion. That needs to be on your tongue. I release confusion and illusion. And let me do this so we can know what's the personal month for. Oh. Well, of course this is big in this because you're in a for personal year. Okay? And boom, this month is an 8 personal month, Christina. An 8 personal month, this is powerful because an 8 personal month is centered in you discovering your power. That's the 8 personal month. Is a power. It is abundance. Okay, so trust that there's going to be some money saving opportunities, but abundance comes in many forms. This is a month of personal achievement, a major move center month. So that's why that journal prompt is so important. If this is a month that's going to be centered for you in this number 8 personal energy on major moves on a power cycle, you need to know what you're avoiding. Okay? So you can make that shift. I am in a personal 8, I'm in an 8 personal year. And when I tell you a part of this major move, literally moving, I should have expected this. Okay? But there's a lot of things where I have been discovering in this personal year of 8, my own power, right? Which means discovering the weaknesses and adjusting that, all right? So ask yourself that question and watch the expansion come. Because, baby, the expansion has come for me. Okay? Thank you, Christina. I got Martise, then Kiara, and then Amanda. You're welcome, Christina. Thank you. And thank you for coming back and telling me about tell me about the situation. I'm sorry, I started reading the email. Tell me about the situation with the nieces. With your niece and then her children. Thank you. Gotcha. I see you, Ariel. Jeez, here we go. All right, Monty. Ariel, Ariel. Got it. Okay. And Ariel. I'm gonna get it right. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna get it right. Okay. Hey, sunflower. Okay, so let's get into this. I thank you. Let's go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get into this. Go ahead into this. So, Martise, the cards that come out here um, are all pentacles. We got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. We got the Four of Pentacles upright. And then we got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Four of Cups reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So here's the message. Anytime we have this Eight of Pentacles that comes reverse, this is talking about you doing a lot of work, but not necessarily the right things. And what I'm meaning by that is it's like being busy, but not necessarily productive. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and you may feel that. Like, I feel like I've been doing all this stuff here, but I don't know if it is productive. So we got to be very mindful, especially because this is the number 4 universal month. And also drop your birthday so I can figure out what is your personal month. Okay? Be mindful of where you're overworking, underpricing, or like we're investing in something that is not um matching the long-term goals. So Spirit's going to ask you this month, are you hustling for something that you don't even want anymore? And this is something that can be a direct reflection to burnout, especially if you've been like in any space where like you're trying to prove yourself or you're like having to battle with perfectionism. Oh, that is the job. I work from 5 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. or later every day. Oh, I'm paid to sit on this bus all day. Okay, I understand. Look, and you're a number 4 person. I got you. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I understand. I understand. Um, we have, in addition to that, this 4 of Pentacles upright. So, which tracks because the 4 of Pentacles speaks on holding on, playing it safe, financially, energetically, okay, clinging on to something. So, I think this is directly connected to the job for sure. Just also be mindful in other ways because how we do one thing is how we do everything. So, if we're clinging on in this aspect, chances are we're clinging on in others, okay? Um, you got to challenge yourself this month. You got to challenge yourself and call on an energy of expansion because, yes, you know how to do that job. Yes, you've been doing it for a long time, but there is an aching of a wanting more, needing more. There's an aching of wanting more. There's an aching of needing more. Okay, wanting more for you, wanting more to do with your time. Every day for 6 weeks straight, I go and rest R&R on Monday. Yeah, yeah, we gotta find something else. Okay, we really do, and you got to really challenge yourself to find something with a better schedule because that just it pays bills, but that wears us out. Not only that, we got this 9 of Pentacles reversed. So normally, this card is a card that is centered on luxury, fruits of your labor, honey, self-sufficiency, comfort, self-made, inner peace. But this is reverse. So there is basically a connection that's not really giving what we needed to give. There's an insecurity with something. There is a codependency. Okay. There's a fear on you really branching out. Okay. Because the rewards are not really being, we're not really reaping the awards. The rewards, excuse me. And then when I go and look at this Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups is a card that is centered. Well, one, anytime we have the bottom of the deck card, that's what the root issue is. So this Four of Cups speaks about loss, a fear of failure. Okay. And though I feel like you're starting to turn over and wake up to this, and wake up, and you're going to this month, wake up to, I have to find something different. Okay? We're going to have to re-engage, tap in, and go in a different direction, because you as a number 4 person, there is a trap for you in routine. Because number 4 people are centered in routine. And so there's a trap for you in routine. Meaning that you would end up doing this job for however long, because you like a routine. You like to know what to expect. You like a structure. So you are not quick to change the routine. Okay? So it's good because you'll stay consistent. But the problem is you'll stay consistent with stuff you don't need to stay consistent with. Okay? This is the journal prompt I want you to work on tonight. Because all this is going to shift this month. By the time this month is over, you're going to have discovered something different, go in a different direction, okay, or prep to go in a different direction. The journal prompt that I want you to work through tonight is, what would I do? What would I do if I wasn't afraid of losing what I already have? What would I do? What would you do? The next one I want you to write is, if money weren't an issue, what would you be doing with your life? Write those answers out. And once you write those answers out, I want you to take those, go into one of them DeepSeek or Chat GPT, whatever. And I want you to say, with this in mind, copy that and ask, what are some career alternatives where I live in my area that I can step into and take based upon this information? Okay, because we're going to use the technology to our advantage. Okay? Do that. And I can't wait to hear what comes on the other side of that. Okay? Thank you, Martise. It's my last chance for love. I need you by me, beside me, to guide me, to hold me. You're so welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you, Martise. Okay, let me go. Where my email at? Uh-huh. I got Kiara, then I got Amanda, then I got Riel, and then I have Donna. Give me, hold on 1 second, TikTok. But now I'm on Kiara. Marty, you know I can talk. Miss Ann, and I'll call you a union. What union, Marty? You don't hire a union. You're Donna? Okay. All right, Kiara, here we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Is Martise is still here? I need to tell her this. Martise, please still be on here. Lord, Martise probably clicked off. I was gonna tell Martise her numerology. This month is a number 5 month for her, so this is a month of dramatic change. That's why she's gonna find something else. Well, it's still true, even if she knows it doesn't hear it. Okay, Kiara. Here we go, Kiara. So the cards that we have coming out for you is the Nine of Swords. Okay, we got this Knight of Cups upright. We also have this Queen of Cups upright, and then we have this Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, as to be expected, this is an emotionally charged spread. Aha! We're having a tug of war between the heart and the head. The heart wants the softness, the love, the heart wants the understanding, but the brain will not stop replaying what the fear is, what the regrets are, and what the anxious thoughts are. Okay? So the head and the heart are like, beep. Okay? They are windmilling. Head and heart. Now, here's for this month with this Nine of Swords. We know that there is a deep anxiety. Okay? We got the worry spirit, you got the overthinking spirit, we got the regret spirit, we windmill the shame spirit. There's gonna be a powering through that and a shifting of that here. Um, Definitely going back and forth. Yes, yes. Um, it's almost like feeling like you can't do enough to fix something, right? But it's the reliving of the. It's one thing to think about it, but it's the reliving it, and even the potentialities. We're not just thinking about the potentials. We take our body through it. Um, like it is happening, has happened, it's gonna happen, can't escape it from happening. And the cortisol level just be like, sorry, I'm writing because I already know what I want the journal prompt to be. But yeah, there is this though. How do we stop reliving our thoughts about our past? And how do we stop living the anxiety of what might happen? Okay? When we live in the what ifs, Kiara, we abandon peace because peace is current. Peace is right now. Peace is a current thing. Okay? This happens because one, your mind is trying to protect you, so your mind prepares you for every possible outcome. Okay? This also happens when you have not lived a life where you have felt, even though you've been through enough, your body may not fully feel safety in your future steps, your future moves. And when we have attached peace to things being certain. When the way life be set up, there's very few things that are certain. So I want you to stop. I want you to name it, and I want you to name it out loud. If you are spiraling, you need to say it. I'm spiraling. I'm not in danger. I'm in fear. That's what this is. The fear can't hold it if you don't, it can't hold power over you if you call it out. Call its name out. Okay? There's also a grounding technique that's commonly used, that I use to, because child be stressed. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique, where you name 5 things you see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you hear. Okay? I've got what the 2 and the 1 is, but look that up and you can find the fullness of that. Okay? And that is a quick thing to help bring us to the present, because this is an issue of mindfulness. Okay? So try to feel constantly behind no matter what I do. I can't seem to stay consistent for nothing, but then I also need breaks and I allow or I will crash or worse in my life daily. Yeah. That's the one, attaching peace to things being certain. That's right. No, not in this number 9 year that is highly feminine. Divine femininity is not certainty. It is the unknown. Okay? And so we have to detach peace from certainty. Okay? Write that down. But that's definitely where we're gonna have to work through. Detaching peace from certainty. And also, it's I think because certainty be giving us an illusion. Now, here it would be you now done broke off into a whole lecture. But this is what we need to hear. I feel like we think that if we're certain, that means we're safe. So, like, if I know how it's going to go, I won't get hurt. If I can plan for it, I can protect myself. If I can guarantee an outcome, I won't be disappointed. But that is not like peace. That's perfection. That's that perfection coming up. That's a perfection coming up. That's not peace. So the first thing that I would say do in order to detach that certainty from, peace from certainty is to redefine what peace is. Peace is a state of being. Peace is not a circumstance. Peace is not what's happening. Peace is how I meet what's happening. Peace is not external. Peace is internal. Can I give you a powerful affirmation to say? You said, I don't fully trust nothing till it's halfway there. Yeah. Here's an affirmation to say, or a mantra to say. I don't know, and I'm still safe. I don't know, and things will still work out. I don't know, and God is still with me. I don't know, and things will still be successful. Because we got to accept that you not knowing means nothing. Did y'all hear that? Break that stagnant energy. You not knowing means nothing. It don't mean nothing. But we're going to be interrupting all that this month. Wow, you said that's a wild one. I don't know, and I'm still safe. Yes. I don't know how it's going to work out, and I'm still safe. It feels paradoxical to you because certainty, safety, and peace are all entangled together. Here's the thing. When I got that dream, I did not know where I was going. And guess what? I still packed my stuff. I still went down the stairs to tell the lady that I'm leaving. I don't know where I'm going. Or I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know, but what I knew was that the spirit is telling me to go. And so I packed all my stuff. I'm almost done packing my stuff now. Okay? Okay? So, work with that affirmation. What it says. And let me give you this journal prompt. And what's your birthday again? You might have put it in the thing. At this point, I should remember as much as I done asked you over the years. Here's your journal prompt. What part of me still believes that I have to be in control to be safe? And then, what would it feel like to let peace hold me without needing all the answers? Hey, Geekish Chick. Hey, how are you? I know I haven't seen you in a while. Okay? You already know. And you already, Pat, I got to be on that type of time. Like the other day. That was like the other day. Truly the other day. I said, oh. Okay, that was the other day. 7:31. Okay, so then that means oh, so you're in this, wait a minute. Are you in the master number 11 year? Uh-huh. Let's look at this April. Uh-huh. Yes, sir, Bob. Yes. Okay, Revelations. That match number 11. And then this month will be a 6 month, a 6 personal month. Yeah. So this is all related to home this month. Domestic matters. This is related to responsibilities. Huh? Packing. Onward motion. Everything that's related to home. Okay, so do those journal prompts. Okay? And be on that, be on my type of time. Okay? We ain't got no time to waste. Thank you, Kira. Amanda, then Ariel, then Donna. What's the problem? Baby. I can't stand a code verification. Hold on, TikTok. 1 second. You're welcome. I see you. Okay, Amanda, remind me of your birthday, please. $6.28. Got it. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. All right. Here we go, Amanda. I'm gonna cancel again. Come on, teach me. Teach me, baby. All right, here we go. So, let me tell you something. This is really good. We got the devil card reverse, the star card upright. We got the Hierophant upright with the Page of Swords reversed at the bottom. Okay? The devil card reverse is a powerful card because this is a card centered in freedom, in release, in breaking of connections, shame, the toxic attachments, mental entrapment, habits, all of that. So this is, you either just freed yourself or this month you're going to be freeing yourself from something that has had a grip on you. Okay? Spirit says we done loose the chains. You just have to break them and don't pick them back up. Okay? We got the star card. The star card indicates a healing, a renewal, a rejuvenation. This is a highly spiritual card. So this is a sign that a hard season or a season of that internal bondage or external bondage, that you are in the process of releasing it, and that season is over or nearing its end. Okay, and the peace is on its way back. So you maybe feel like you're like recalibrating this month. That's natural. Okay, it's natural. So it's very important we look at this Hierophant. All right, Amanda, because this Hierophant talks about structure and tradition. Okay, structure, institutions, tradition, right? And I feel as though that this breaking free is connected to tradition. And tradition is doing things the way you thought you were supposed to do them, and then you're realizing that you don't really want to do it like that anymore. Okay, so I want you to be very mindful of how many of the decisions and things that I have made or I have been making has been rooted in traditional expectation, societal expectation, social approval, conforming. Okay, and you got to release that. Okay. So this also suggests that you may need to link up with somebody, a mentor, or some type of, ooh, these glasses. Glasses and a hair wrap. Ooh, gotta be careful how you tie it, because then they will start pressing into your skin. Ooh. That you may want to connect with some type of mentor, some type of teacher, therapist, guide, whatever. Okay, to just help you commit to your path and give you some tools for that. And it don't have to be me. You can find somebody else. Okay, but that is something that we need to do with this Hierophant coming up. Okay, so the Page of Swords in reverse at the bottom. There's a fear here of being wrong, making the wrong choice. There is a skepticism. Okay, watching, comparing, consuming a lot of information, but not applying it. So we got to move out of the season of observing, and we have to move into the season of embodying. Okay. I also kind of with this Page of Swords, reverse. This is also kind of like nervous energy. Okay, so that's what I'm saying when I talk about the overthinking or the not wanting to be wrong. Okay, about a decision that you know you have to make. Okay? Conforming to what my family wants. Yeah. Because here's this. If I do not become what they want me to become, then what? Is this dream, is this that I'm living really is this dream that I am living, this life I'm living, really mine? Or is it theirs? And how much of my life has been theirs and not mine? Hey, friend. And ask yourself that. That's the journal prompt I want you to work through. Because we're really breaking all the way from that this month. Is this life I am living, these choices that I've made based off of what I really want, or based off of the trajectories that others had in mind for me? I want to talk about something else, but I can't yet because it's in the thing that I'm working on. But there is a concept of this perfect daughter that follows, that does the things, does all of this, and it's everything is supposed to be good until she finds out that that's not how that works. So decipher that, and in what ways are you still walking in their dream for you and not your own? Okay? Because we got to put an end to that in order to get to our next step. Hold up. And this is a number 7 personal month for you. And make sure I'm not delusional. You are 628. Wait, oh wait, let me see. It's a 7 personal year. So then that means, baby, April. Now the 7 year is highly spiritual. The 7 year is highly analytical. The 7 year separates you from other people and makes you get to yourself and with yourself. And so if you are in this master number 11 month, this is the month of revelations. All right, of the awakening, of spiritual awakening. So I really want you to take care of your mind, take care of your mental health, get you some coconut water, coconut oil, coconut spray, spray it over your head and pray for your head to be cool and balanced, because the master number 11 energy is a lot of energy on the head, a lot of energy on the ori. Okay, but there are revelations. So you're going to have a big breakthrough. That's why the star card came up. Okay, that's the highly spiritual. The devil card in reverse, breaking these attachments, the hierophant. Okay, these traditions. All right. You said, oof, yes, I want to be happy and I am miserable when I do what they want me to do. And when I do things for me that get so mad and miserable, I just conform to make others happy. Then I be depressed and sad. Uh-huh. Yes, we can't do that. Can't do it. So we are breaking through the chains of that. Breaking through the chains of that. Okay? So again, how much of my life is not my own? And what do I need to do to make it my own? And that is where the breakthrough comes in. That's where the upgrade comes in. Okay, I got you, Tanya. Okay? That's where that comes in. Okay, Amanda? Let's get to the breakthrough. Ariel, are you here? Then Donna, then Tanya. Birthday 10-6. Okay, come on, 10-6. I see you. This emoji takes me out. The head shake emoji. You're welcome. All right. Here we go. Come on, Ariel. Dear God. Okay. So, first card here, we got the Hermit. Okay? When the Hermit comes up, this is an energy of solitude. This is the energy of sacred solitude. Okay? That spirit is bringing forth. This is not chosen by the ego. So, this is definitely where the spirit called you into the room and said, sit down, baby. I got to talk to you. Okay? So you may feel that there's a loneliness, there's an isolation that you're experiencing this month. Or like you have been separated from people, separated from work, separated in love, but there is an initiation into a deeper truth about you that the spirit is ushering. Okay? So Sometimes we got to go into the cave to come out and be able to go up the mountain. Okay? This Seven of Wands here. Seven of Wands is a card that's about protection, that's about challenges and competition or being challenged. There may be a feeling that you've been having to stand your ground, fight to keep your boundaries, or to keep the peace. And there are also signals and exhaustion here. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, you went no contact with your. Oh, that's what all this. That's that's what all this is. Okay. Oh, wow. Dear God. Well, this Tower card speaks to that this number 9 energy is finna bring an end to all this foolishness. Okay? This Tower card is a divine dismantling. Okay? And he's 16 now, recently crossed into a new level of maturity and purity. So that's a whole nother thing. Okay? So all this chaos is occurring for a reason, and your job for yourself, separate from what you need to do for your children or your child, is to radically choose peace within. Radically do what you need to do to center yourself. Take your breaks, okay? Because there is a crumbling that is happening. There's a divine dismantling that is happening this month. Okay? It's happening this month. Okay? And so when I then go and look at this Three of Swords, that's reversed. Hi, Ace. How are you? I haven't seen you. Maybe I think I did see a video of you talking about oh, those people that was drinking and driving. I saw. Oh, and her birthday was yesterday, 4/3. Woo! And not and the Aries. Ooh. Okay. I'm still looking good. Well, listen, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm still looking good because ooh, life has been what it's been. So with this Three of Swords in reverse, this is a grief, this is a betrayal, and that's all the stuff that you've confirmed you're walking through with your mother. Okay, your mother-in-law or mother, whomever that is. Okay. Um, but there is a road to healing here. This is why this Three of Swords comes in reverse and not upright. Oh, Holy Ghost. Okay. There is a road to healing here. Your mom. Okay. You gotta let yourself be restored. You don't have to act like everything's okay. You really don't. So you have to radically choose yourself. So if that means radically being like, you know what, mother, you have dishonored everything. And for that reason, it's a wrap, baby. until further notice. Because let me explain, lie to have people investigating you. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Can I give us some education? Let's talk about the difference between a boundary. Well, I'm not going to say that. Let's talk about what a boundary is. A lot of us have incomplete boundaries. Boundary, we think this is a boundary. You disrespected me, and don't you ever do that again. I don't like when you do that. That's not a boundary. Here's a boundary. You disrespected me. I don't like when you do that. Don't you ever do that again. And if you do, you will not get the chance to speak to me again. That's a boundary. We address, we express, and we determine and communicate a consequence. That's a boundary. If you don't tell them and determine what's going to happen if they do it again, you have communicated a preference, not a boundary. Some of us have never laid down boundaries ever in our life. Okay? So that's a boundary. So if you want to give her another shot and communicate your boundary effectively, then you can. But I'm telling you, your key to your happiness is going to be radically choosing yourself. Radically. Okay? And this is why mine get crossed, and I've allowed some being crossed in my life, and I've crossed some. Yeah, that's right. For sure. And of course, there's an enforcement of that, right? You got to stick to that, meaning that if she does it again, you're going to have to follow through with your consequence. Anyone who has been a teacher, taught students, that first day you come in there and you lay down those rules, you got to have rules to lay down. You got to have boundaries, and you have to see it through. Once the child sees that you're not serious, they're not going to take you serious, baby. Okay? So you have to do those boundaries, but I'm gonna tell you, she's gonna cross it because she's not used to you having them. And you're going to have to express and execute a consequence. Okay? Because you are too important to not do that. You are way too important to not do that. And that's happening this month. Okay? And when is your birthday again? Let me see. Where is this at? I know you put it up here, but child, you know this text. Her birthday was that, but your birthday is 10/6. Okay. So let me look at this. Oh, yeah. And see, that's your problem now. As a number 6 person, you love your family. You love your family. You love your family. You are family oriented. Okay? You love being a mother. You love the potentiality of you being a wife. You love all of that. Love domestic activity. You love all that stuff. And so it makes it more difficult when it comes to having to put your boundaries up with people that you love, with your family. That's always going to be hard. A friend, you could be like, let me tell you something. Okay? But the family, you're like, dear God, there's always going to be a weakness. So you're going to have to overcompensate because you're going to be weak in that area. So let me tell you something, because I know, because spirit don't lie. You're in a number 7 universal year. Okay? This 7th year is the sabbatical. It is the separation. That's why the hermit card comes up here. Research the 7th personal year, because that's what you're in. Okay? This is for self-awareness and self-discovery. This is the year that you're going to be analyzing your whole life. Okay? What is working? What's not working? All right? This is the year of the sabbatical. And so, 11. You're in a master number 11 month. This month. This is the month of revelations. This is the month. This first week will be a number 3 personal week for you, which is self-improvement, which is why you're getting this reading this week. Okay? So you're going to wake up this month. You're going to have a breakthrough, and it's going to be like a, oh, bitch. Never, not no more. You fool me once, but you're never gonna fool me again. 'Cause this time it's gonna win. Who win? Okay, Effie White. This time Effie White is gonna win. Okay? So yes, it's all this. You know, that takes me out. Okay? You turn into your Effie White. Okay? All right. Due for a win, multiple wins. Okay? Thank you, Ariel. I got Donna and then Tanya. You're so welcome. Never gonna hold me again. I live for Dream Girls, but y'all gotta watch the musical. Go see the actual musical, not just the movie. Baby, when I tell you, Effie be singing. I got you, Tanya. I got Donna, then you are at this moment the last one on my list for today. 7, 8. Okay. Come on, 7, 8. Wow. Oh, Lord. So you're a good old number 8 person. Yeah, you can, Amanda. Yeah, that's no problem. Right after Tanya. Oh. Here we go, Donna. All right, here we go, Donna. All right, let me take note of these. Okay, so here we go, Donna. This is what we got. The devil card reverse. Now, see, that's why I like to take note of this, because the devil card reverse has been showing up so many times throughout our readings today. Devil card reverse. You are, well, let me keep reading. Let me say this. Ace of Cups, upright. Queen of Cups reverse, and then the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is a very emotionally charged reading. So the devil reverse, this is about freedom. Okay? Breaking through the habitual habits. Any habits, any emotional or relational bondage. Okay? Any emotional or relational bondage, because this reading is charged emotionally. Okay? So this ain't saying like, you need to stop eating pork chops. This is talking about with relationships in your life. Okay? So there is a breaking free this month from someone or something that once had power over you. Okay? I don't know if it's a trauma bond, whatever the situation is that has been in chaos, and we have just found comfort in the chaos. The spirit is saying, this is where you choose yourself. This is the scene. We've been in the movie. This is the scene where we're choosing self. Religion. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yes. For real this time, though. Right? Breaking free from that bondage. Look at all of that happening, y'all. And that makes sense too, because I haven't looked at your personal month, but this 4 month, that's structures, right? So endings to structures that don't work for you. Okay? We got this Ace of Cups here. This Ace of Cups speaks about healing. Okay? Healing energy. And we're untangling ourselves from religious shame. That devil card has a clearer meaning now that we've identified that it's religion. Okay? Any fear-based beliefs, any spiritual guilt, staying small, silent suffering, serve without being serviced. We're releasing all that. So, with this Ace of Cups, which speaks of healing, which speaks of new emotional starts, it is the energy of a fresh start. That's the Ace of Cups. Okay? And though the fresh starts from within. Change your mind, change everything else. Okay? So, what spirit is trying to pour into you, you have to be mindful not to leak that in unreciprocated spaces. Okay? This Queen of Cups reverse signals your, dealing with the emotions, the emotional imbalance, overcoming this. Okay? Confirmation. Good, good, good. Any overgiving, any neglecting yourself for the sake of others, but that's what the church teaches you. To be selfless when you need to be self-full in order to really help somebody. Gotta be self-full. Okay? Gotta be self-full. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta undo that. That's heavy. That's heavy. And the reason why I'm taking these pauses, y'all, is because I'm currently working on this project that encompasses this. Yes, self-full. Mm-hmm. Yes. And so with this King of Pentacles that shows up here at the bottom of the deck, this is the archetype of the religious authority in this space. The father, the pastor, the system, whatever has tried to claim spiritual authority over you. But you want authority over me, but you have withheld the care. It's going to be a no. And the Ace of Cups. It is. That's right. That's right. Self-full is not the same as selfish. It is in the same vein as mindful. Yes. That's right. That's right. And that Ace of Cups is your spirit, and the spirit's invitation to start again. Not through rules, not through rituals, but through a genuine relationship, a reciprocal relationship with you and the divine. Okay? And the mediation, or let me say, the medium between the two is not through shame or fear. Okay? And here's the journal prompt. Oh, let me look at what year you're in. Boom. You're in a 6 personal year. The 6 personal year has to do with home, responsibility, duty, tradition. Okay? And if I look at this, woo, this month is a number 1 month for you, which is a new start and a new beginning. Okay? You're in a personal 1 month. So it's no mistake that you're having this reading at the first week, because this is the new start. This is the self-choice. This is the leading your own life. Okay? This is the independent thinking. Okay? This is rebuilding beyond other people's expectations of you. And this is your life. This is your life. When you get on up out of here, they don't make no family size casket where 12 people is going to be in the same casket with you. They don't. When you go to meet and be in the grave somewhere, you can't take everybody with you, lest you be a murderer. It's going to be you. Okay? It's you. And this is what I want to drop in your spirit for your journal prompt today. If I could imagine a God that agrees with me, if I could imagine a God that agrees with me, how would that God show up in my life? Here's the cheat code. When freedom is the question, God's answer is always yes. When freedom is a question, God always agrees. So if you couldn't imagine and be in relationship with a God that agrees with you, describe that God. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Donna. Last but certainly not least, Tanya. And then that question that Amanda wants to ask. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. Hey, okay, I see you. All right, Spirit. Message for Tanya. And Donna, you know, I specialize in religious deconstruction. So if you need to do a coaching session with me and we could sit and break it down and unpack and get clear and some of your questions that you may have just about my experience or religion or different ways to think about things, let's have that session. Okay? And I can also create you in that a plan to help transition out of this energy into the energy that you actually deserve to be in. Okay? Tanya, here we go. My sessions are 25% off. So if you go to the link in my bio, you'll be able to find it. Right here on TikTok. Okay? Okay, Tanya, here we go. Let's see. Okay. So let's look at what has come up here, Tanya. You're on what you on? Ooh. Child, I may have to change the placement of this phone. Tanya said I'm on both, baby. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna place it over here. Boom. All right. Here we go. So, first card that we have here is The Queen of Wands reverse. The Queen of Wands upright is normally confident, a radiant energy, a magnetic energy, full of zest for life, determined. But when we get this Queen of Wands in reverse, this is someone who is doubting herself. This is someone who is second guessing herself and someone who is suppressing herself. Okay? Spirit is getting ready to remind you who it is that you are. Because somewhere along the way, we got confused, we done tripped up. Okay? And we done start reducing ourselves. And it's time for us to step up. With this Wheel of Fortune reverse, this talks about two things. You may be experiencing stagnation or feeling delayed, okay, or feeling misaligned. This is not really I don't want to call this bad luck. It's not bad luck. It is spirit putting the brakes on some things, okay? There's something here that you may want that is not truly aligned with you. So the spirit is going to have to, be it is the timing, the intention, the company you keeping, whatever it is, the spirit is having to slow something down to save you from being misaligned. Now, this is also talking to the breaking of cycles, which also makes sense in a number 9 universal year, which we are all under. Cycles being broken. Okay? So you're having that happen. So if things that you were once in alignment with no longer is working out, that's the breaking because it doesn't align with you. Okay? You also got this 9 of Pentacles that shows up reverse here. And so when we got the 9 of Pentacles that's reverse, you're going to need to sort of reroot yourself in your independence. Okay? There's a part of you that is seeking some type of external validation. And you got to ask yourself, because it may not be obvious. Okay? Ask yourself, is there anywhere that I may be seeking any validation from the external? External could be materials, you know, any type of external validation. Or any place where you've been like, man, I've been doing this in partnerships, but now I'm having to stand alone, like struggling with that. Okay? Here's what Spirit wants you to do. Don't measure yourself by how others see you. Okay, leave my husband of 22 years. Oh, got it. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay? Got it. That's right. That makes sense. Okay. I understand. So we're practicing. We got to practice this, okay? Because this is 22 years is a long time. Okay, so we got to practice that. With this 5 of Wands here that's at the bottom of the deck, this 5 of Wands talks about an inner conflict, okay? And here for you, same-ish, LOL. Right. This 5 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, reverse, it is the inner conflict, right? Some can feel like a little bit of confusion at sometimes. But it's the fighting to prove that you can do it without him. Okay? Here's the thing, you can. Your brain just has to, because you're used to the partnership. Your brain just has to get caught up to what the spirit already knows. Because we're not fighting for a seat at tables that don't feed us. You know? Okay? So we're not fighting no more. That's right. I remember that now. Your dad came through and told us that. So we're going to be clearer about that this month. Let me look at your Tony message. Who is that? Oh, that's somebody else. Okay. Let me see. 12/9. Let me look at this month. And look, you're in a number 3 personal year, which is about the self-improvement. All right. So you're in a 7 personal month. Okay. The 7 personal month is a month that is centered on self-analysis. Okay. On the sabbatical, on self-awareness, on inner growth. Okay. So this is why all of this is coming up. Okay. Um, a month of introspection, a month of self-analysis. That's all that this is centered on, okay? So you may find that you are taking steps back from people this month, okay? And that you need to oh baby, this is so cute. Sorry, somebody tagged me or something. Um that you need to get that distance, okay? This is what I want you to do. I know it was a while ago we had the reading. I think we need a coaching session. Okay. So we can target this and get you a plan together, friend. All right. Some practices, some things, and we can unpack this and get you the encouragement and things that you need so that we can be on this path. Clearly, because this is about you now, right? You 22 years, you have to consider somebody else. But this is about you. Okay? Because that's what we're getting into this month. So that way, if we do this month, we get into the practice of it. Next month, you'll be in a personal month 8, which is a month centered in your power. Okay? In your abundance. Okay? So we can walk through that. Okay? But all this is the necessary step for the upward progress. Okay? Thank you, Tanya. This is all good things. All good things. Okay. Amanda, you sent me, you had a question. You're welcome. Oh. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody bad. Ain't nobody sad. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. All right. I think you're on YouTube. Okay. Is that dream I had about 427 Ferguson? Okay. Still meant to be. Spirit. What was the purpose of the dream? That's a house. That you were gonna move to. Let me know what your answer is. I'm typing this out. Be my home, but for charity and service. Haven't figured out how just yet. Okay. Okay. Charity and service, but figured out how just yet. Okay, I understand. I understand. So I think the dream, we got the 7 of Cups reversed. um with the 5 of Cups reversed, with the Chariot card upright, and the Queen of Wands reversed. Excuse me. So this dream was definitely a vision. Okay. And there's something though with the timing of this, or the alignment. Yes, like it's either the timing of you moving there, but there's something that sort of misaligned, aligned with that place. Um, I also want you to know that a vision, the greater vision, which is for service and charity, doesn't only have to happen at that house, right? So be open to, if it's not that house, the destination is the same. The invitation is there to walk in that vision, for charity, for what you want to do. Okay? Okay? So I have a whole business plan, no idea how to execute it, but I saw it completed and functioning in my dream. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that is going to be the exact location, but that is the evidence that what is supposed to happen, like that is going to happen. Okay? That is going to happen. And so I think you just need to get some just do the clarity work and take it from there. Yeah, yeah. I think you need to meet with like a financial advisor or business coach. Um, there is hold on, hold on. Let me see. Come on, thing. Oh, I'm already on there. Let me share my screen for you. So this is Nia's Divine Guardian. This is an Ianifa that I trust. So she has separate from just her EFI divinations and stuff that she does. She has this soul aligned business mini session. And so are you a small business owner looking to align your business with your highest good? Offering a 9-week 101 workshop designed to help you harmonize your business with your destiny and universe's flow to attract fortune and success. Using the wisdom of EFI divination, numerology, and astrology, we'll dive deep into the spiritual alignment of your business. Basically, from what I have heard and seen her do with some other people, she basically helps people figure out everything you're talking about. Okay? So, I'm going to put the link in the comments, and I would highly suggest you going and getting that done with her. Okay? Highly recommend that. And one thing I'm done to get you the resources. Okay, y'all, I have got to blast. I haven't eaten anything. And it's 12:39. And I ain't ate nothing. And I mean just that, nothing. And I need to. So I love y'all. Go forth, conquer, take the knowledge from today. I don't know what I'm going to eat, but it got to be something. It got to be something quick. I appreciate you. Talk to y'all later. Peace, everybody.